guys, it's Amy. So this video is probably going to be really terrible lighting and whatnot because I'm sat on the floor because I have like literally nowhere else in my room to video. Here we go anyway. Also, I've got like the whole like script of what happened on this night written on my phone, but I'm recording with my phone, so it's kind of, I'm probably going to get a lot of things wrong or I've missed a little bits out, which is really hard, but you know. So you're probably watching this because you're a fan of the 1975 and you've clicked on this because of the title, so it's not really a surprise what this video is about at all. So 3 weeks ago was like the best day of my life ever. If you follow me on Twitter or Tumblr mainly, I'll leave the links to them down below. Let's start right from the beginning. So the 1975 is my favourite band. There's a lot of people like them and a lot of people are willing to queue up to wait for their show. So I was like, you know, like, Mum, Dad, I want to go early to their show. So I went to Newcastle at about, I got there at like 9:30 in the morning, and there was already like a little group of girls at the front. The venue was owned by O2, like the phone company. We had a phone that was on O2, like had an O2 contract, so we got in the O2 priority queue, which meant that we went into the concert first. So I was in that queue, but that's beside the point. Anyway, my dad, we were like sitting, and it was actually quite warm at that point. We thought it was gonna rain, but it was actually quite warm at that point. And my dad went to get some camping chairs out of the car that we brought, because obviously we didn't want to sit on the floor. So we brought camping chairs, and my dad went to get them from the car, and he must have gone down like the side of the venue, and he said there was some tour buses. So I was like, oh my god, I want to go and see them. So I went down, and there was literally like tons of people like loading off all of like the 1975 stuff, like the boxes with the names on and stuff, and they were uploading it into the venue, and I was basically just standing around the back waiting. But you can see the tour buses, but obviously they have their blacked out windows, but they have the curtains pulled as well, and I was like, oh my god, I want to see if any of them come out. But yeah, I was like really excited at that point. I was like, oh my god. So we walked past the boxes and I took a picture of them, and there was this one box that said dressing room on it. I was like, oh my god. Oh, at that point I thought, oh my god, this is like so cool. So I'm such a sado. So anyway, we went back, and then and then there was a lot more times that I walked past. I was just like, can I go and walk past those tour buses again? But there's a lot more times that happened. But then went and got Subway, but I couldn't eat it. I was like, I don't know whether it was like I was so nervous, or because these people that I've loved for so long I was going to see like in real life, and it would be weird for me. So I think I was nervous mixed with excitement, and I felt really sick, and I was like dying. And I just kept wanting to walk around the tour buses. And there's one time we went round, and then I saw somebody's like back end. Somebody's back end sticking out, like this little hole in the back of the tour bus. What just happened to the light on my camera? Don't do this to me. And I was like, oh my god, that's John. So John, the saxophone player, was standing there along with the photographer called Adam. I was like, oh my god, that's John. So I kind of went up to him, and he was getting stuff out, so I waited until he got stuff out, and then me and my dad were just standing around there, and like we kind of went up to her, and I was like, hi. It was like so embarrassing. Adam, the photographer, he was kind of just standing there, and he was kind of like and then we took the selfie, which I'll insert now. I was literally getting windswept during that photo. My hair was just all over the place. I look awful as well because I was unprepared for that selfie. And then basically he was so nice. He was like dead chill and dead nice. And then we turned around to go out, and we were the only ones in the street. And then we turned around, and then my dad was like, who's that? And I looked over to like where the stage door is, and then I saw George, and he was just standing there with his coffee having a smoke, and I was just like, oh my god. Literally like hyperventilated. And I was just dying. I was like, oh my god, Dad, oh my god. And then he was like dead nice and dead chill, and we took the selfie, which I'll insert here. And I was also getting windswept in that photo. Also wasn't prepared for that one either. I was also shaking during that. That's probably why it's a little bit blurry, but I was like shaking. And he's so tall, but then I gave him a hug, and he was so nice, and we asked if any of the other guys were around, but he was like, we're just waking up. So I was like, But then we were the only ones in that street, and we were the only ones that like met them at that point. And I went back to the queue, I was like, oh my god, but I didn't want to make a big deal out of it because like I didn't want everyone to start like crowding around the back and like crowding like them around the back, because I know they'd just woken up and they were a bit like sleepy and stuff, so I didn't really want like everyone crowding them and stuff so early in the morning. So I was like, oh my god, I could become a fangirl into myself, but I posted them on Twitter and all that. I was like, oh my god. And basically after that I was just kind of a wreck, and then it made me even more excited, I think. And then it got later on, and then after this we found like we had to get somewhere to go to the toilet, so we had to go to this pub along the road, and I was just like dying so much, and I was running up the stairs. There was a man standing on his phone, 2 women coming out of the toilet, and I tripped up the stairs. I had like this massive big bruise on my knee and on my shin of my other leg, and I was just a wreck. Because like everything went down the queue in waves. Everybody just started getting the message, and then it just kind of went down the queue, and then it was like, rat boys down the side, rat boys down the side, rat boys down the side. And then obviously I hadn't even listened to any of Rat Boy's music, so, and he was a support act. I didn't even know who he was, so I was just like, cool. And then it was like, oh, I'll just go down and see him anyway. And my friend from school really loves him, so I was like, oh, she'll be down there, so, 'cause she was there too. And went down and I saw them, and then I saw him and I was like, oh cool. So they went and took a selfie with him, which I will insert here. I randomly hugged him, and he looked a bit like really startled when I hugged him. I was kind of in the hugging mood that day. I was like, oh my god, yay. And I wasn't really excited about that because like I didn't really know who he was. Now I really love his music. And we were in the queue. My mum received a call from my grandma, and I didn't know anything about this. But she received a call from my grandma who said that her friend has got in touch with Matty's auntie, and that she's arranged for me to meet him later on. And I was like, what? So I was pretty much crying in the queue. Like a girl even next to me, she asked me, are you okay? I was like, yes. But we got like VIP passes because we were in the O2 priority, which meant we got in first. That's how I got literally at barrier. But we got in and we got our place, and then everything went mental. I mean mental. Like, we obviously, with being at the front, we were getting pushed so hard. I felt like the inside of a sandwich, and I was just getting squashed, and I couldn't even breathe. The girl next to me was crying before the show because she couldn't breathe properly, so I had to get her water. I was physically dying in there, and my mum was just shouting at everyone like, someone's gonna get killed. My whole side hurt, my whole ribs hurt afterwards, but it was worth it. And the show was amazing. As you'll see, I posted some of my videos on this channel, so you can go and watch them too. Everything was just so good. Everything was like, this show was just amazing. Like the lights and the music, and the new music's amazing. I can't wait for the next album, and everything was just so cool. After the show, we had to get in touch with his auntie and find each other, and we found one of the guys who is on tour with them called Will, who's Matty's auntie's son. And we were standing with him in the bar area, and then basically like his whole family were there, like his dad and everybody else. But it is Newcastle, so like most of his family lived there, and it was just like surreal. Like I was like shaking. I was just talking to like his auntie and and everybody else in his family. They're like so nice. They're so like down to earth and like so nice, and they were just like, they were really nice to me. And I think I hugged her multiple times saying thank you. In the bar, I caught up with John, the saxophone player, and we talked properly now. We talked for like 10 minutes odd, like, and he was just so nice. And he started saying stuff to me like, you were with your dad outside of the bus earlier. Like, he remembered me, and he was like, you were so polite. Like, normally fans just come and run at me, but you were so nice, and stuff. And I was like, thank you. But then it got to like really late, and then I saw him like down the bar, and I thought I was gonna faint, but like I was just dying. I was just like, he's real. It was kind of a moment where I was like, oh my god, this is him. Oh my god, I'm gonna meet him right now. Oh my god, he's real. This is real life. And I was like, I'm not dreaming. Am I dreaming? It was like seeing all of his family, and I just stood back and it was on the other side of the bar anyway. The bar was quite long at the back of the venue, and all of like his family was along there, and he was just seeing his family and all that stuff. And then his auntie went over to him and was like talking to him, and then she brought him over to us. My dad joined us at this point. He was trying to record it, like me meeting him, but like the lighting was really bad, so we didn't start videoing it until like halfway through our hug. So you guys can watch it. I'll insert it here, unless you've seen it on Tumblr, but you're gonna have to watch it again. So here it is.
Nice to meet you. What's your name again?
Amy.
Amy.
Right,
I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
Bubble flash in it. Bless you. Yes, sir. Worked out.
I am still dying after that and everything that he said to me, and it's still like hasn't sunk in. It's been 3 weeks and it still hasn't sunk in. It's nearly a month. That's just like amazing. And then after that we moved over to the nearer the bar because we wanted to take photos, and the lighting was better near the bar where the lights were. So we moved over there and we took some photos, and then we were just talking like near the bar, and then this happened.
I'm here. What? Yeah, what?
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, my mum is so embarrassing. That was just like the best thing. I mean, you see my reaction on that. Like, I was so embarrassing. Even the ladies in the background are like laughing at me, but yeah, that was just the best moment of my life. And after that, he signed my phone case. I'll insert the photo of it. And then we took some photos that I'm going to insert right now. But then, like, basically I was just so dead. Everything was just so nice. It was just a nice environment and it wasn't rushed at all. I am aware of how lucky I am. Like, I've had like so many people saying how lucky I am, and I'm like totally aware of that, and I'm not bragging or anything, but I just wanted you guys to know about this because it's such an important experience for me. At one point, which I didn't get on camera, he called me babe. I think it was after he signed my phone case, and I literally nearly passed out on the floor. And after he signed my phone case, he hugged me again, and then we said like goodbye to each other, and that was like a real heartbreaking moment. And then he moved away, and then I didn't think he wanted to come back to like crazy fan over here afterwards of him like going back to his family, and then security got him and they took him away like out of the across the empty stage floor and out of the door, and like I just watched him walking across the floor. I was like, don't touch me. I was like, literally had a tear in my eye. I just saw him walk out the door and I was like, it's over. He was just so nice and so gentle, and like his hugs are literally like the best thing on earth. And Bree was so nice, and everyone was so nice. Everyone was so nice. It was just unreal of how like much love was like spread in there. I just can't thank everybody enough. Everyone who was involved and everyone there was just, I just still can't get over it at all. But it was like the most surreal day ever, and I'll probably never forget it ever. And I just wanted to share my experience with you guys because I've seen a couple more videos of other people doing this, so I thought why not do it, since it's hard to explain it in text. So why not make a video of me talking to you about it? It'll take me a long time to edit this, but I'm not really bothered. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and you can go and follow my Tumblr for the 1975 underneath, and all my other social media including my weird Snapchat. Please thumbs up this video, and anyway, subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every week, hopefully, and you should go and check out my concert videos from the 1975. They're on here somewhere. Recommend A Change of Heart, that one's like my best video. Leave a comment down below what you want me to do next because I don't know, but apart from that, fangirl Amy here is out, so bye!
I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing.